Hey, so welcome back to Alan Wake 2. The final draft is here. I hope you guys really enjoyed the ending of Alan Wake 2. If you haven't watched it yet, you can find it in the description below. I'll provide the link to the ending. The ending was amazing. It's mind-blowing ending. If you haven't watched it yet, go back to the previous playthrough first, then come back to this. I'd suggest that because then it would totally make sense. So the final draft is here. I've heard about the final draft is even better than the original one, so I'll play that. And the game has a wonderful storyline to it. Never played any game like this before. It's kind of an awesome journey since the beginning, and I don't know what will going up next. So the final draft, I think that Alan Wake 3 will be out eventually. And here, so the final draft, I'll start that now. And if there's the full game again, maybe I've heard that it's the new game plus, but I don't think the story will be any different. It has to be, right? So I'll continue playing this, and I'll play the entire story mode first before any DLC. And I've heard that there are 2 DLCs coming up next, so I'll also play that. So here, the final draft, and I'll start it. So if you guys like these playthroughs, let's consider liking and subscribing so I can get you guys interested, and I'll keep cranking up more. So here we go. Okay, so nightmare mode is here. It's not there. So I'm going to be doing the nightmare, but the story says this combat will not pose a challenge. Focus on mystery solving exploration. Normal is what I did previously. It's challenging combat. Using items and conserving resources is required for survival. Hard is significantly challenging combat. Leveraging items and familiarity with game mechanics is essential for survival. And Nightmare is extremely challenging combat. Methodical use of items and strong understanding of game mechanics is necessary for survival. Okay. I know that Nightmare is just the difficulty level, but for this one, I'm also be doing normal mode.
Back to the beginning, with the memory of the past loop already fading fast. But while it lingers, I know there's hope. We're not doomed to repeat our failures in an eternal loop. This is a spiral. A fictional poet once said, "Beyond the shadow you settle for, there is a miracle illuminated. I will not settle for a shadow. I'll find the miracle through the night." It's not just victims and monsters. I see now there are heroes as well. We can find our way through the darkness. We will break through the surface. We will emerge into the light.
Like, I don't know how it's different this time, but the intro was surely different. Maybe they have added something new. They gotta be, right?
Please. Can you hear me?
What's wrong with him?
Come on, Ed. We should go.
Already gone.
I remember when I was playing this first time, I didn't know what I was getting into. But this is really fucking amazing. That we can play this with a whole new story, whole new dialogues. This is kind of amazing that there are two games in one game. Maybe the jumpscares are different too this time.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we are, Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work. A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
So return one invitation. And then it kind of feels like
Worth memorizing before we get swallowed up by the trees.
years since I last played like this.
I should take a look at that map.
At least I know where the things are, so it'll be easier this time. So this is the second loop of the spiral. Okay, I have all of these, and I forgot that I already also have the upgrades, but they still don't have the undiscovered map. Still have the don't have the map. Okay.
You're the one who wanted to switch.
I think I hear someone.
Walking all the way back down.
Could be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
Okay, I think there's a loot here that I previously found after a while. Here, I think. It's somewhere around here.
The Federal Bureau of Control? That's a new one. Toxic volcanic gas, huh?
The FBC is an obscure branch. It only shows up for unusual cases.
Well, what's so unusual about volcanic gas?
Beats me.
Hey, yeah, it's there. I think I've already read these. There's no need to read this again. Yeah, I still remember reading these. Okay, I don't think I can go much higher. Okay, what's here? It kind of loops back, I guess. Yeah. But the graphics looks amazing.
Welcome back, Anderson.
Hey, over here. Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Okay, I think that I cannot. Yeah. Yeah, there's not much to explore right now.
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that,
When are those damn things gonna show up, Mulligan?
Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Hey, Mulligan, tell them I'm here waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Okay, meet Deputy Thornton at the general
Before we get to
store.
the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly. The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board.
Okay, this was
Everything
the
we
set.
know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
Okay, there's no clues, there's no cases yet. Okay, I have the radio, not the TV yet.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene.
Fucking nature. Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
So it's kind of a mind-boggling that the Alice character, Alice, said that the ascension is the way out of loop, and that we have to go through the loop again in order to go up or
Stairs
down.
are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
And we have to do something a little different each time to get the to get out of that dark place. And each time we'll know something different, something new. And also, I'm doing this playthrough again, and we are slightly doing a different thing. Like, I used to be exploring first before the whole forest the first time, and I'm not doing this now because I know already what's there. So it's kind of mind-boggling that even in the current real playthrough, it's different along with the story and what Alan knows. Okay, I think there wasn't anything here.
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
I should go with Casey this time.
Did you get lost, Anderson?
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
Here together at the murder site. I did not want to swap. No, still not getting it. Try explaining it one more time.
Hey!
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you. So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
Thornton, he's joking.
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Now, this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. And we didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tar. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Step 1. Examine the corpse.
Okay, investigate the crime scene.
Wanna start by inspecting the body, Anderson?
Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic. Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
Okay, it's kind of not fitting that they have not removed these tutorials in the final draft, because you already know it. Okay, let's see what we can find in the crime scene. I remember some cameras and stuff still here.
The killer left the heart right next to the body. Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. Incised stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed. Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
Okay.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting. Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera? Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. Boot prints, indicating multiple killers. Quite the party. Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. Now, I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
So I just figured it out that Nightingale and Alan were both missing at the same time, and they were both missing for 13 years, and they both came out.
So you knew our victim?
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here,
I bet there's more to that story.
but no happy ending.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
I think that's everything. For now, at least.
Mm-hmm. Anything clicking yet?
Not sure. Need to think about it.
So I think they haven't fixed it yet. The audio lag when the conversation happens and the camera zooms in. So it says learn more about the victim and the killer.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago. They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
Okay, let's profile Nightingale again.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake, before his murder. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch, it goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something. The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more. It is kind of creepy, though.
Okay, I know what happens when I interact with that. So I think there's more there that I should find. Yeah.
A witch with no heart. A strange echo of owl murder.
Okay, let's see where this leads.
I think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here. Did you get lost, Anderson?
No. Why? Okay, let's see. Yeah, these footsteps weren't there previously.
There's a piece of paper on the ground. Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
Okay, maybe something here? No.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. The killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
The
the words. These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here, someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept,
even if they knew it would end up hurting them? Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us.
Okay, so yeah, I have read all of these. Profiling is available. Yeah, maybe we can get all of the pages this time.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
Okay, sure. So I think that we have to go to the murder site now and examine his body. As far as I remember, I don't have anything to do else. Anything else to do now. So where's the murder site again? Okay, let's visit the hut again to see what if anything is there right now.
I'll look around. See you in a bit.
Take your time.
Oh yeah, wasn't anything now.
This mug always cheers me up.
Oh, I forgot. I forgot one manuscript page. Okay, let's see if I found this previously.
Saga bent down to inspect the body on the table. Somehow it felt familiar. The straps, the heart, the mutilated corpse laying on the rain-soaked wood. Like deja vu. She chased the source of the feeling. Found nothing. None of the victims from her past cases resembled this one. It didn't feel like anything from her past. More like something from a dream. From a life she could barely remember. Maybe one that wasn't even hers. Then the feeling passed. Like a shadow in the trees shifting with the wind. Saga blinked, shook the feeling from her head. She turned her focus back on the work. There was a lot to do. Casey and the deputy were watching her. She had a feeling this would be an exciting case.
Okay, I think this is added new because she already was this previously in the first loop. So it kind of helps that the game is now helping me get those manuscript pages and other sources around me.
Hey, you made it back. Good. I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Okay, what is here?
I want to walk around for a minute.
You know where to find me.
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside. Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Deer Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Thanks. Let's get the car. Drive to Bright Falls and talk to these witnesses, the Bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
I think this door will be closed.
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He hates those cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movies.
Okay, yeah, I have it. I have this done.
Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message?
Cauldron Lake.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod for a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
Okay.
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery. Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town. The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Okay, so I'm gonna be stopping here, and I'm gonna be continuing this next time. So if you're hyped for the final draft, please consider liking and subscribing if you haven't already, and see you guys later. And I'm gonna be continuing this back to back with Red Dead Redemption 2, but I'm gonna be continuing this as of now because I'm hyped to see what's gonna happen next. So with that said, see you guys in the next playthrough, and stay safe, stay classy.